Well, good morning. Well, this is, Happy New Year's 2024. This is my day one, I guess, trial commitment of 365 day of exercising, whether that means walking or whatever. But anyways, I will go for my little walk today as day one. And so what I plan on doing is just for the first little bit, because I haven't worked out in 28, well, now it would be 29 years, I'm not changing anything other than I'm gonna slowly walk for sure. Try and walk every day. Not try, I'm going to walk every day, and well, see how that turns out. I'm sure I'll have a cheat day here and there, but hopefully not, because one cheat day leads to another cheat day, and then you're done again. So anyways, I'm going to try to keep on trucking here, but this is day one. I already had excuses. Well, I got other things to do. Well, no, I'm doing my walk first, and then I'll do my other stuff. But anyways, so hopefully you guys, if you have resolutions, which I really don't believe in, but I guess I'm making one today or this year anyways. I guess a person needs to, somebody brought their horse down here. I guess a person needs to have a starting time, starting goal, and go with it. And hopefully, if I'm posting these, I don't know if I'll post every day, probably once a week or something like that, of my progress of every day. But yeah, hopefully you guys can follow with me, comment, help me out. And but yeah, right now for the first couple months until it warms up again, because it is January 1st. Unbelievable that we don't have snow yet, and it's just starting to get cold now. But I mean, today I think it's still supposed to be 0 or +1 Celsius. So, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't be mumbling along too much. That's gross. But yeah, January 1st. On our normal weather for this time of year, we should have 65 centimeters. The only thing on the ground is frost. But anyways, so I keep getting off topic because I see something shiny and I'm away. Anyway, so my plan is to, when it warms up, I've got some free weights and that in my shop, and it isn't heated, so I'll wait till spring and then I'll start that. But I want to start slowly. I don't want to, I'm older now, I don't want to hurt myself, need to get my cardio up, need to just get healthier. I'm not going to eat any different. I personally, I believe that if I can get my metabolism back up, to me, you can eat whatever you want, but again, I don't know That's my opinion, and I've always believed it, but I'm going to be putting it to the test this year, because I do like to eat. And I know when I used to work out, oh, I couldn't fatten up. I ate everything I could, but I mean, that was when I was 30. So, but no, I couldn't get any fat on me, couldn't gain any weight other than muscle. And no matter what I did, I'd go to A&W or whatever, order 2 grandpa burgers, 2 large fries, a pop, and a large root beer, or large float. Float, or was it, what was it, float, or, I think it was a float. Maybe that's why I had the root beer. Anyways, I couldn't put on weight. Just kept burning it off. My metabolism was so high then. It was ridiculous. And I guess I always figured that I'd be like that. But when you get injuries and, you know, life happens. So I wish I could have kept it up. But I got injured. First time I got injured was, well, 29 years ago. Pinched a nerve at work in my upper back. Lost all the like my, I think it was my right side. My chest wouldn't even press anything. I went from 100-pound dumbbell flies to 10-pound on the one side. I just couldn't do anything. It's kind of scary. But that ended up coming back. Finally healed itself after, oh heck, probably 3 years. Finally came back. I don't know if it totally came back because I didn't really work out too much after that, or probably actually nothing. And but it yeah, it was just a scary thing. And then probably I'd guess about 15 years ago, maybe 13 years ago or something like that, at work again, I pinched my nerve in my lower back, L4-5, and I was out from work. I was out probably at least a year, I think. Went to chiropractors, went to physio, had MRIs done, and they were saying that there was nothing wrong with my back. And what happened was I was reaching forward and yanked up quick, and when I reached far forward, I must have well, stretched my spine. The nerve must have dropped into the spine, and when I came up, oh, I dropped like a ton of bricks, and that pretty much ended it. I was walking like an old person. I was I couldn't do anything. And then they kept sending me to physio and that type of thing, and it wasn't working, and they kept telling me, oh, just stretch, because the results show you got nothing wrong. And yet the MRI did show that I had a slight disc bulge. And anyway, so but they thought that was nothing. So I continue on with physio, and they kept saying, oh, stretch, stretch. When I was stretching, it kept getting worse and worse. And it was getting to the point where, well, I think the one time I had to get out on the deck because I was coughing, and I ended up, excuse my language, shitting myself because it pinched so hard. I lost all control. But I mean, I don't like to say that, but hey, it is what it is, and it is live, and it is, you know, I'm not bull. I'm not lying. So then they said, oh, you got to get back to work. There's nothing wrong with me. So I go back to work. I do what I can. And then I finally had enough. My dad was sick. He was dying of cancer, so I thought, well, it's a good time to get out. I had 25 years in. I thought, no, I'll go look after my dad. So I left, looked after my dad, and well, my family did. My wife and my mom and my brother and his wife, we all looked after my dad. His last, well, he had, I think I was off, and he had 6 months left or whatever. And anyway, so after that, I started my own business and went on my own, and then one day we have a sheep, and she decided she wanted to get out. My wife went to the gate and opened it up, and the sheep came running out. And it was in the evening. We keep her in at night, and so she went running by me. Well, I jumped at her like a football player. She went running by me. I leaped at her like I was tackling her, which I ended up tackling her. But I guess I stretched my back to the full extent, and when I hit the ground, it was like a light bulb went off, or a chime or something. It was amazing. I laid there, looked at my wife, and I said, watch this. I got up and I just bent over like I touched my toes. It was amazing. And here, apparently when I stretched out to grab her and I hit the ground, my whatever it was in the nerve or whatever, it came out at that time when I hit the ground, and she was beautiful. It's just it was the best thing that happened. And then this year I went kayaking, because I wasn't able to kayak before because of my back. And this year I went kayaking. It was okay. It was nice. The issue I had was when I got out of the kayak, however angle I was at, or I was bent and then I angled myself or whatever happened, the nerve went back in, or whatever happened again, and that wasn't very fun. So now it's not as bad as it was before, but I have to be very careful now. So what I'm thinking is I get my exercise and cardio and all that back up, start strengthening my core, because even my core, I couldn't bring my core in because it would hurt my back. So I figure if I do this, then maybe I can strengthen my core, strengthen my back, lower back and back or whatever, and I can live somewhat healthy again. So anyways, so I'm going to try keeping this going, and we'll see how things turn out. I'll take pictures which is embarrassing. I'll take pictures before I start. I'm not going to post them until year end, and you guys can take a look at if there is a difference at all, which there might not be. I don't know. It'll be interesting for me. But anyways, like I said, if you're interested in coming along for the journey, I'd appreciate it. I wouldn't mind if you hit the like button if you like this, or like and subscribe and comment. You know, I'll get back to you. But the thing about what I'm doing is just slowly, and I don't want to change any food intake or my lifestyle. I'm just going to add to it by exercising, and we'll see how that does this year. Anyways, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, ship it on to somebody else, share it, and yeah, hopefully this turns out. But anyways, so you guys have a nice day, and we will catch you on the flip side. Remember, be kind, be safe, and you guys have a wonderful day and a great New Year's. Take care.